And this one is a competitive empire building game where players are going to be playing over 6 rounds, competing to explore the map, expand their territories, complete various quests, and of course engage in battles. Players are doing all of this to try and gain the most influence because it's the player who's able to do that that's going to be winning the game. At the beginning of each round, players are going to be gaining different types of income depending on the buildings, upgrades, and bonuses that they have out in play. This of course is a little bit of an engine that you'll be able to build as the game goes on, but in order for players to take most of their actions throughout the game, they're going to be using their command cards. Each player is going to have a set of these, and you're going to be choosing 2 of those to put into play each round at this point, with every player choosing those 2 cards in secret and simultaneously. The plan cards allows you to reserve quest cards, move units, or gain additional income. The reinforce card allows you to recruit units, upgrade buildings, or construct new ones. The maneuver card allows you to manipulate the units out on the board, recruit an additional unit, or buy faction upgrades. Then the charge action allows you to move multiple units into a single space, gain wealth, or recruit leader cards. But after each player has chosen their 2 cards, each player is then going to be taking turns resolving just 1 of those cards each. After all the players have done that, each player is then going to be taking turns resolving the second card that they chose. At the end of the round, each player then has the opportunity to complete one of their quest cards if they are able to meet the requirements of it, and also each player is going to have to pay resources based on the amount of armies that they have in play, and if you're not able to cover all those costs, then you're going to be losing some of your units. Battles are going to be triggered anytime that multiple factions end up in the same location after a movement, and anytime that this happens, the attacker and the defender are going to be calculating their attack and defense values, which you can also manipulate by using your various leader cards, and the battle's going to resolve with some units being eliminated, and of course the possibility of territories changing ownership. If that territory also has a building, the attacker can replace their opponent's building with their own. And I should mention that this is also an asymmetrical game, which means that each of the factions are going to be playing a little bit differently from each other, each with their own different abilities and special benefits. But the game continues like this, and the player with the most influence at the end of those 6 rounds wins the game, and if you do want to check this one out, I will have it linked down below.